So there really hasn't been much said about this over the last few days, and so I think it's worth discussing again. It's important that people, stay updated and know where we're at in this regard. And to quote the late great Lincoln Park, what the hell are you waiting for? So when it comes to the Shiba Inu burns, we know that there's still a lot of bone that's been collected. There's over $320,000 worth of bone sitting there waiting to be converted to Shiba Inu and removed from supply permanently. But yet, in the last 6 days, there really hasn't been much that's actually happened here. You can see that there has been some bone that was converted to ETH 4 days ago. There's $3,900 in this wallet in terms of ETH, but we haven't really made any headway. There hasn't really been any mention of it, no discussions, no plans, and that's where there are questions there's questions that arise. So what are they waiting for? I just have to say, how difficult would it be to say, hey, we like our $80,000 burns. There's $320,000. That's 4 separate burns we could do. We're going to schedule them out once a week over the next 4 weeks. And there you go. The community knows when they're going to happen and everybody's happy, right? We remove that shib from supply. We mitigate the effect of bone. The longer you wait, if bone just sits and consolidates here around like this 70-cent level, if it even continues to drop further, right? And shib continues to gain momentum and climb, we're reducing the amount of shib that can actually be removed. So that's not a great thing. That's not advantageous for anybody. Instead of trying to play games with the market, just schedule it, get it done with, and get it over with. And it's out of your hair. You don't face blowback from the community. Now, what's funny is, I've obviously made a couple videos discussing what the dev team is doing. And I obviously made the one talking about not trusting them. And I got some blowback, right? Some people were like, oh yeah, I can't believe you'd say that. You don't know anything about blockchain or tokenomics. Yet we discuss it every day here on the channel. I got some blowback saying, oh yeah, I don't utilize shibarium and I've never used it and blah, blah, blah. And here's the thing, guys. I'm not a maxi. I'm not a fanboy. I pay attention to the raw data. I don't get emotional, especially when it comes to my investments, right? It's money. Okay. And when it comes to what this dev team is doing, they're not providing a great sense of direction. They're not providing a great sense of clarity. These things could easily be cleaned up. For example, I just gave you an easy out, dev team. If you're listening, refer back to earlier in the video. Best way to do the burns. There you go. Take it, run with it. It's yours. I won't even lay claim to it. Okay. It's not that complicated to stay in contact with the community, to keep them updated on what's going on. And that's where my biggest issue has been. Right now, you've essentially disincentivized people from adopting shibarium. All right. The biggest thing is, oh yeah, as a community, we have to work together and build and grow and all these things. And I get that, right? It is a community effort to try to get things going. But the problem is when you continue to slap the community in the face, the shib community, right? They don't really want to utilize what's being put out there, right? You took away the best thing that shibarium had, and that was big burns, right? When we look back at these charts, this was the best time for shibarium when these fees were up in that point all the way up to the 0.08 bone, I believe it was. Yeah, I don't know if it shows that. Yeah, it was 0.08 bone. That is a cheap fee. And that's something that the Shiba Inu community could get behind. You could see hundreds of thousands of dollars in fees removed a day. And that's what gets people to utilize the blockchain. All right. So the only reason I can think that they did that is because obviously this project that is doing 7 million transactions a day, it's run by the dev team and they don't want to burn up all their capital. Call it what it is, right? That's kind of what I'm thinking. But I'm hoping that sometime soon, or if they follow the plan that I laid out, that we can get this shib finally removed. We know it's going to take a while now with the current fees to accumulate anywhere close to what we were before in terms of burns. But I will say this, maybe they get things figured out. Maybe they have a plan that they haven't revealed to the community yet. I hope they got something figured out, because right now, this lack of focus and this lack of communication with the community, it's a big problem. It's a big problem. I hope it gets fixed. I'd love to see shibarium succeed. I'd love to see massive amounts of shib removed from supply. And I'd love for this team and this project to be successful down the road here. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.